Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadow City Podcast. I am your host, Larry, and I'm going to go over some shows today. I'm going to go over ASW. I'm going to go over All-Star Pro. And I'm going to go over GPW. I do hope everybody is having a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Also be going over DSEW Burning Reckoning, the Go Home Show. And that's how we're going to start this off today as we prepare for the pay-per-view, the first ever one for DSEW. But this has been under DSEW when it was under the RCW banner. And I'm talking about Mortuary Massacre. This is the Go Home Show. There will be a brawl between Frankenstein and Buster Anderson. There will be BPW, Big Papa Wolf, versus Jack Graves, the Grave Assassin, in a KO match. A 6-person mixed tornado tag team, Extreme Rules. Champions versus challengers. Samantha Carter will team up with Doom, Angela West, and Britt Graves. The champions, Reagan Anderson, and the Faces of Fear, Angel and Amaya Bryant. Champions versus challengers. We will also have the Riley the Ripper, the Lady of the Shadows, take on Sylvia Knight in Extreme Rules. We have a triple threat number 1 contenders matchup to the Death Championship between Sam Magnum, Paul Carter, and Eric Rowan in a tables elimination. We will have a fatal 4-way number 1 contenders to the Brutality Tag Team Championships contested in a Falls Count Anywhere elimination. The Imps, Hell Circle, Uncle Howdy and the Fiend versus the Headbangers. And then in the main event, the Capasol Luff, Briggs will team up with his challengers Dame and Tommy Dreamer to take on Ultimate Warrior, Zach Warrior, and Zeke Warrior, the Warriors. Incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are going to go over GPW rivals. Steel cage matchup between Carnage and Outlaw, with Carnage walking out victorious. Big T versus ABM, Big T walking away victorious. A handicap 2-on-1, the Southern Psycho versus Jaquil and Bishop, with Southern Psycho walking away victorious. War Games 3v3. Ranger Rogue, Ranger X, and Ranger Zero versus Unrivaled Blade, Buster Anderson, and Carnage, with Blade, Buster Anderson, and Carnage walking away victorious. A tables match between JoJo and Ghost Edwards, with Ghost Edwards walking away victorious. Buster Anderson versus Gang Mac, with Buster Anderson walking away victorious. Alexander the Judge versus Big Lou, with Alexander the Judge walking away victorious. Ranger Rogue versus Bishop, with Ranger Rogue walking away victorious. And to cap off that show was Ace Cannon versus Ryan Kai, with Ace Cannon walking away victorious. ASW TXT Vengeance, Fatal 4-Way, Juicy Badass. Welcome, Underdog Hero himself. We are just going over your show right now. Great show, by the way, sir. You and TXT put down fantastic bangers together, and when you guys are apart. We're going over it right now. The first matchup was a Fatal 4-Way. Juicy Badass versus Angelina Angelo. Veronica LeBeau versus Dynamite Daisy, with Angelina Angelo walking away victorious. Cause versus the villain Todd Wilson, with Todd Wilson walking away victorious. Garmer versus Psycho, with Psycho walking away victorious. Underground, Inkslinger versus Killian Bane, with Inkslinger walking away victorious. Tyson Storm versus the Problem One, with Tyson Storm walking away victorious. Reed Hicks versus the Gladiator Corey Bishop, with Corey Bishop walking away victorious. Tornado Tag, The Flock versus King DMX and Grim Lord, with The Flock walking away victorious. Violet Death versus Madison Outlaw, with Madison Outlaw walking away victorious. Triple threat, Jay Smoke versus RJ versus Savage Vega, El Patrino, with Jay Smoke walking away victorious. Now we move on to All-Star Pro, ladies and gentlemen. David Grimm versus Jackson Silver, Extreme Rules, with David Grimm walking away victorious. Riley Knox versus Don Wang, with Don Wang walking away victorious. El Grande Filipino versus Mean Mike Shield, with El Grande Filipino walking away victorious. Mason Payne versus Lancer Hayato, with Mason Payne walking away victorious. Lanza Kazarian versus Lucifer Black, with Lanza Kazarian walking away victorious. The Maniac Paragon versus Kando Dragon, with the Maniac Paragon walking away victorious. Adam Matthews versus Derek Cesario, with Adam Matthews walking away victorious. All-Star Pro Women's Grindhouse Championship, Sandra versus Akira Turner, the champion, with Akira Turner retaining the gold. All-Star Pro Grindhouse Championship, Kai Ali versus the champion Sam Magnum, with Sam Magnum retaining the gold. By the way, today is SPW Carnage TV. We will review it this Sunday on Anarchy Archives at the same time, but we will also be going over IWA King of the Deathmatch and the Kawaii Dream Deathmatch. If you've never seen those events, go check them out on YouTube. They are on YouTube, and please enjoy them. And stay tuned for SPW today. I might do a War Room today to get that IWA show that I've been wanting to talk about out of the way. It was a great show. If y'all missed it, go check it out. I do hope everybody has a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Peace out.